So then on the process itself, outside of the partner, we can handle that. On the process itself, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being this is exactly what you need. You pull the trigger today, right now,
Hmm.
uh, and you love it. And then one is like it's all right. I don't really want to do it. This shit sucks. On a scale of 1 to 10, where do you sit on the process?
On the process, dude, I feel like it's like a definitely a solid like nine. I think you guys have pretty much everything that I'd be looking for. So I'd say a nine or a 10.
Which one is it?
I'd say 10. Like you guys have a really yeah really good program, really good structure and everything. Yeah, I'd say 10.
Okay. Why 10? You went from 9 to 10. That's why are you so confident? I mean, yeah, I was asking you like why are you so confident? Like 10 out of 10 is pretty freaking high. It's as high as you can go.
Yeah, Andrew, he just seems he's really experienced in the industry. He's really good. Um, so yeah, I think if I have him in my corner and coaching me on this, yeah, I think it's just that would be really good. I just really want to go through everything with my partner, with my wife, and just kind of make sure it all makes sense from that standpoint.
If she was here, what do you think she'd say about all this?
Um, I think she'd feel pretty good about it. She'd be supportive, but
Why?
maybe I mean, because we've had conversations about this, getting into this, especially with UGC. I've been looking into it for the past like 1 to 2 months, and I've kind of told her about it, told her about my interest in it, and she thinks it's a good idea. But when it comes to investing, $5,000 in it, then there might be a little bit of hesitation since, we have joint finances. So,
Hmm.
our bank accounts are connected. So, if she just sees 5K disappear just like that, there's definitely going to be some problems.
Did
Uh,
you talk to
I mean,
her before this call about hopping on, like talking to us?
no, I honestly didn't tell her about this conversation we were having today.
Is there any reason why not?
Yeah, I guess my intention was more so to learn more about this opportunity, and Andrew's, what he offers and stuff. But I didn't know, or I guess I wasn't intending to pull the trigger today. Um,
Why not?
I don't know. I don't know. I guess I would have wanted to. If I did want to move forward, I didn't know how much this would be or anything like that. I didn't know what to expect. So yeah, I just wanted to check it out and then but I am very interested and I think that yeah, I do want to get into this and I like Andrew. I trust him. It's just yeah, I wasn't expecting it to be 5K, honestly. Like I get it because the value is there. It's just like
Is it worth the five? Like if you spent 5K on this, would you regret it?
no, I don't think I would. I mean, again, what you guys
Wait,
have.
hold on a second. Why not? Because right now it's not like I'm just trying to add up all the pieces. So forgive me
Sure.
if for being
No,
so
that's fine.
interested in this. But like what? Why wouldn't you regret investing 5 grand? Like why? Yeah, just walk me through it, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it would be like, I mean, if we did that, it would be a little bit of a stretch financially, but I mean, the money is going to be made back because
Okay.
working with Andrew, I have no doubt. I mean, I could at least be able to make the money that I invested back within, a few months of doing this. The first month, sure, I wouldn't make too much money because we're setting everything up, getting the business
Yeah.
started. But after, month two, month three, what we talked about, it seems like I'd be making, and at least a good amount of money to start out. And as long as I see a return, like I see some money coming in from this, heck, I'd say it's worth 5K because I mean I'm making money online outside of my job. To me, that's worth it.
That's pretty cool, man. Well, I mean, so then, is there anything that you said girlfriend or wife?
It's my wife.
Okay, got it. So anything that your wife would be against, like she would she not want to do this?
I mean, I think she'd be supportive of me doing it, but it's just the money side of it. Like, if I were to do this right now and she saw
Hmm.
5K come out the joint account, like she'd be like, what the fuck? Like
Do
without
you
me
think
telling
you'd be
her
able
anything like
to
that.
explain it to her? Like if you were to, because look, it's gonna be like she's either gonna be shocked when she hears you tell her beforehand, or she'll be
Mhm.
shocked when she sees it come out. But if she's
Yeah.
shocked beforehand, then there's a risk of it not happening because then she might talk you out of it, even if it's a good idea, right? It doesn't
Yeah.
because everybody's emotions come. Money is a wild subject. Is I don't know if you've ever experienced it, but like the fear and all the bull crap that comes up whenever you're about to spend money, even if it's like $10, and you're like, oh, I
Yeah,
need
I've
to get my
experienced that.
account beforehand, even though you know you have enough money, right? There's all kinds of irrational emotions
Yeah.
that pop up around money. So,
Yeah.
do you think, like, regardless of what we do you want to make sure that this happens, that we actually start and do this?
I would say yes. Yes,
Well,
I
what would
do.
give you
This
the
is something I
highest
want to do.
likelihood of following through on that intention?
Sorry, what was your question?
What would give you the highest? And I cut you off, by the way. Um, but I do want to hear what you had to say. But what would give you the highest likelihood of following through on the intention to get started? Which course of action would give you the highest likelihood of actually following through?
What action would give me the highest likelihood of following through with the intention? I guess
Do you understand
maybe.
what I'm asking?
Yeah, I understand what you're asking. I think if we could like just lock in a time, maybe, I don't know, to follow through actually doing this, because I do want to make sure I do this. If you just like if I talk to her tonight, we could have a
Yeah.
call tomorrow morning and just like, you know, get this done.
Well, do you want to, if you want to get started no matter what if she says no and she's not in support of it? She's too scared about the money or whatever it is.
Hmm.
Maybe
Um,
she hates us because we're black or whatever. I don't know what it might be.
I don't know. I don't know, dude. I don't know. I would try to make it work somehow. Um,
Okay.
Maybe if I can do some kind of financing plan or use a credit card. I don't know. Maybe I don't know if you guys have payment plans available. Um, but yeah,
Sure.
I guess if
So,
she said no, I'd
so
try to figure out a way to do it still because I do want to do it.
you're a tough guy, man. So if you do it anyway, like you do it if she said no.
Hmm.
I'm not because I don't want to do anything to endanger your relationship, and I also don't want to endanger your finances. Do you
Yeah.
feel like your finances are in danger in any way if we were to pull the trigger today?
Um, Honestly, no. Like
Assuming the numbers made sense too.
sorry, what was that?
I said assuming the numbers made sense too, meaning like we look at your finances and make sure that it's a good move. Like you're not giving me your last dollar and some shit like that.
Yeah,
Right.
no, it's nothing like that. Like we have a pretty decent financial situation. We both work like stable jobs, so we've been able to
Mhm.
save up. We have a good amount in savings right now as like a joint couple. Um, but yeah, it's like, 5K would be a decent chunk out of our savings, so there would just be a lot of like she'd be like, "What the
How
fuck?"
much are you wanting to make?
But how much am I wanting to make out of this?
Yeah, yeah, like out of starting a business and all that sort of thing. And do you know how
Yeah,
much she's wanting to make?
I mean, she's not really into like online business as much as I am. Like she really like loves her job and stuff, but
Oh, that's good.
what I want to be making out of out of my business is like at least 5K a month. And, that's one thing that drew me to Andrew is that he wasn't like promising like 10, 20K months super fast. It's like, no, you're going to get to like 5K a month within the first 3 to 6 months. And I was like, that's exactly what I want to do. I want to have a business that's making an extra, 5K plus per month that I can put into, savings, investments, and possibly even scale beyond that and move out of my 9 to 5. But yeah, overall, I'm looking to make, anywhere between 5 to 10,000 in the first year.
I got it. Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah,
Um, so do you believe that you would make that happen?
I believe so. I've learned new skills before, and that's how I got into my current job. I learned how to code. So I'm no stranger to learning new skills, and this is nothing but a skill. And I know with having Andrew's support and the rest of like his team, I feel like this is something I can do. I've always felt, drawn to making content, so I'd enjoy it too, so I wouldn't get burnt out easily. Yeah, I think this is something I can accomplish.
Got it. Thank you. Can I make a suggestion? And then you tell me what you think.
1 second. 1 second,
Yeah.
John. Sorry.
Did the aliens get back to you?
Yeah, yeah. Someone was calling me on WhatsApp. Hold
Is it
on.
important?
Nah, no, I can get back to him.
We don't need too much more time here. I honestly think we might have a solution to
Yeah.
this whole thing. And I wanted to
Sure.
run it by you.
Sure. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Run it by me. I'd love to. Yeah, if you have a solution that we could make this work, I'm down.
So what I'm hearing, correct me if I'm wrong. If I say anything that does not sound accurate, please tell me, because I don't want to
Mhm.
make any assumptions. But it sounds like you want to get started. It's not
Yeah.
that your girlfriend's holding you back. It's just that you want to make sure that the finances are good because you guys are a couple, you're a team, right? But also, if you're going to get started, even though she might say no, then it sounds like the logical thing to do is get started anyway, but do it in such a way that it doesn't affect the finances in a really negative way and it doesn't affect your relationship. What do you think of doing something like that where we could get started and still have it be something that makes sense financially? Where you could go to her and say, "Hey, look, I got started with this. I got started with a smaller amount because I didn't want there to be any stress around the finances, but I wanted to take action on it now because I got to keep the attitude of whenever I am moving towards a goal, I take action quickly and I'm able to make progress quickly because that's the only way I'm going to hit my goals." I'm recommending we come up with a solution that checks all the boxes of what you said, where we can get
Yeah.
started. She's happy, you're happy. And if she's really mad, I'll sit down with her and you, and we could talk about it and figure it out. But my intention is to get you moving to where, like, the next time we talk or the next time you talk with a team, it's an onboarding call where you're moving towards making that goal, money, and then you have your ROI coming. So, what do you think of that?
Yeah. Yeah, dude, I think that would be perfect, actually. I appreciate that. Um, yeah, I think
So,
that's exactly what I need. If we can just start to where it's not going to make like such a big dent as 5K would in the account, I can explain it much better and be like, hey, I got started with this. She might be like, hey, what's this? But not like freak out about it.
yeah,
So,
I mean, what the fuck
yeah.
is that? What did you spend? Did you buy a car? Right? And some shit like that.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, as long as it's like reasonable then to explain, then yeah, I can get started today.
So what's an amount that you think would be reasonable that checks all the boxes for everybody?
Um, I think if we were to like split it in half, I think that would work pretty good. Like so if we could do like 2,500 today, um, and then I can kind of explain everything and then we get started with everything and then I can pay the other half whenever pretty much whenever I feel like.
Whenever you feel like it's kind of vague, we could do it one or two ways. We could
Sure.
do. I like to take care of everything whenever I take on debt. I like to pay it off as quick as possible. That's my operating basis. You
Yeah.
don't do that. But typically, whenever you pay your debts quickly, then other people pay their debts quickly to you. So it makes it easier to make money.
Yeah.
So we could either take care of it as soon as you get the okay from her, and then we take care of the other half, or we can do it 30 days from now to give you guys some space if you need.
Let's do the first option. Let's do the first option because yeah, once I get the okay from her, she should have no problem with me doing the other half. And then
Okay, cool.
yeah, we can just do that. That'll be
Now,
easiest.
now when we do spend the money, I am having you sign a legal agreement, so you will be on the hook for this. And we are in partnership now to where I'm on the hook to deliver to you, and you're on the hook to take care of the other half of the other 5 grand. So is that cool with you? Understanding that this is a financial agreement we're making with each other.
Yes, that's completely fine. Yeah, I'm fine with making a legal financial agreement.
All right, cool. Do you have any other concerns before we get started?
No, man, that was pretty much it. I really needed to, handle the situation with my partner, but yeah, I appreciate you being flexible with me, and yeah, I look forward to getting started with this.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. I'm excited because you clearly have a really great attitude. being able to, I mean, I don't know, checking all the boxes seems like an intelligent thing to do. So,
Yeah.
all at once, because when you postpone something, then you're the postponer, and that really, kills your financial boner. So, anyway, so, what card do you want to use to get started?
I'll just use my debit card.
All right, cool. So that's it. That's the. What do you think? Do you think you could emulate that and go rewatch that and script it out and practice
Definitely.
that? All right.
Yes. I think that's such a better way because I always like I don't know. I feel like how I always learn to handle partners, like just like trying to like, bulldoze them into like, responsibility framing right away when
Yeah,
like
aren't you
you didn't
kind of
do
gay
any.
that you aren't like making all the decisions in the family, huh? Like that's
Yeah.
kind of like the.
Yeah, that's like the logic. And I've always kind of felt weird delivering that. But yeah, the way you handled it was so like it's just understanding their situation in a sense and then going off of that.
Yeah,
It's yeah,
it
more
it would
fluid.
make more sense to do the you're gay because you're not making this decision on your own if they're a business owner and the wife wasn't involved in the business or vice versa, right?
Yeah.
But using that handler in this situation, you got to realize this is a marriage. A marriage is a beautiful thing, which you need
Right.
to support. So you need to help them if it exists. See
Yeah.
how making the purchase will support their relationship and doing it in such a way that doesn't endanger anything or cause a fight, right? Because you can. Like that's why I was like, let's do it. I was ready to do 1,500 up front if it was comfortable for you, but I always have the other guy give me the number first because that's rule number one in negotiating, right?
Yeah.
So that I had you give me the number first. If you said I could do a grand, I said let's do 1,500, right? That was what I was willing to do.
Yeah.
So then you have what you're okay with, because remember, you're the one close the deal. There's also things you have to be okay with, which also pertain to the company, which is the minimum amount you can collect,
Yeah.
right? So,
Yeah.
how you doing, Kyle?
Doing good, man. Getting some movement in the DMs. I'm taking some stuff away
Oh,
from
you're laughing. I
them.
thought you were looking down and crying at something. I was like checking in on you. No,
No, I'm done with that.
that's good. That's what I would do to handle that. And the other thing is, it's fine to do some bulldozing if the guy is a tougher guy who really is receptive to your coaching and to like if it was me, I don't even bulldoze people. I don't need to. Like I can just make sure everybody's happy. So I'll hop on with the wife and be like, I had a guy hop on with his wife and she started crying because she knew he needed help and they were both like in tears on the call. I didn't end up closing him because he was like he was too mentally screwed up. I couldn't get him to close, and
Yeah.
I couldn't help him on the program. And that's probably why she was crying because he's too mentally screwed up. But
Yeah.
usually, if there's a problem from the husband or wife's point of view, the other spouse is aware of it and usually reciprocates those feelings. They usually have the same feelings about it. So,
Yeah.
what you noticed in the objection you gave me, it was a financial objection. It wasn't a partner objection. You're using the partner and the relationship to try and justify your fear on the money. So I had to
Yeah.
handle your fear around the money and the relationship, right? So that's why you gotta like, what do you think she would say? Because usually you're gonna give her the objection you would have because you don't want to seem like a pussy, right? So that's basically it. Is you wanna seem like the tough guy. So yeah, my wife would give this. I wouldn't give, but my wife she'd give this objection all day, right?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it, man. Does that make sense?